Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tuesday, May 12th. I want to talk a little bit about what we have going on today and this week, so that way we are ready to go. So if you have not already, under e-learning, there is a question for you asking you if you're going to be joining us for our ASD Buddy final celebration and party. It is going to be next Monday. There's going to be 2 times. They divided it up by their classes. That way the kids aren't so overwhelmed. So I want to be able to divide you up into those 2 groups and be able to send those links out to you. So I need everybody to answer that question today. And it's a simple yes or no. I would like to be a part of it. I wouldn't like to be a part of it. Either way, it's just so I can plan ahead for that and make sure you have that information. So again, that's under e-learning. This week, it just asks you if you want to be a part of that ASD Buddies celebration on Monday. Today, we have a couple of things going on. We're going to start with 20 minutes of iReady. You're starting with the teacher-assigned lessons. If you complete the teacher-assigned lessons, because I know some of you are at that point where you're either almost completed or you did just complete, you can have a couple of options that you can work on. You can always go back to Zearn. You can work on happy numbers for 20 minutes. Sorry. You can do the lesson math games, the challenge games on Ready. That is perfectly okay. There are also lessons on Google Classroom under math from your book that you can always work on. But I do expect you to be focused on math for 20 minutes for me. I do need everybody to be finished with those iReady teacher-assigned lessons by the end of the week, because that is how I'm putting in your grades for math at this point for the last couple of standards that I need. For reading and writing today, you have a lesson on No Red Ink. It's about fragments of sentences. So you're going to go in and you're going to complete that. Remember, sometimes there's multiple circles. Make sure you're completing all of the circles, all of the sections that go along with that. For our passion project today for science, we have a couple things. So you should have written out your note cards that go along with your script. You should be thinking about if you want any backgrounds, any slide presentations to help, that kind of thing. But today what you're going to do is you're going to go into Reading Google Classroom, look under Passion Project, and there's a question for you. And it just says, how do I think I'm going to record my sales pitch? And there is a slide presentation with a choice board of all of the different ways that you can record your sales pitch for me. And so today, all I want you to do is I want you to go through that Google slide presentation, look at all your different options. There are directions for each one of those options. Look at those directions and just answer the question of which one you think you want to do. Now, you're not stuck to that idea, because you might actually start that one and decide this is too complicated, not what I wanted. I'm going to move to a different route. But just right now, after you've looked through all of those choice options, which one do you think that you're going to do and use? Handwriting, you've got 2 pages today. If you get to that post-test in your handwriting book, you're in typing club for 10 minutes. We have virtual field trips coming up today. And then tonight, I have a question and answer session for both you and parents if needed from 6 to 6:30. So it'll help you. I did see a couple of you hop on yesterday at noon to go over kind of how to write your note cards or different options that you had for your script to be able to read off of it. It's not something you need to have memorized in the least for you to be ready to go. So any questions and answers, if you want to talk about at the end of the school year, I have most of the information for that. If you want to talk about your presentation for your sales pitch, if you need help with No Red Ink, I've done that before, where we've shared your screen and I can help you kind of get through if you get stuck. If you're getting stuck on iReady or something funky is happening, I'd be more than happy to talk to you then. So that's kind of our work for today. Math, iReady, No Red Ink, you're working on the lessons for fragments. Passion Project, you're answering that question about how you're going to record your sales pitch. Today, make sure you're continuing to practice that sales pitch. You want it to be second nature. Really easy to go in there, think back to those really good sales pitches that we already watched and we took some notes on about why they were good. Their product might not have been good, but why their pitch was good. You want to kind of exude that same idea. Handwriting 2 pages, virtual field trip today for you to be ready to go. And then 6 to 6:30, we have that Google Meeting. And like I said, if everyone can go in and answer that question about ASD buddies and whether you're going to join us, not a requirement. Just want to know if you want to be a part of that final party with them. That's going to be on Monday, so a week from yesterday. So I can have that ready to go and get you guys out the link and what you're going to need to do to be ready for that party. Any other questions, make sure you reach out to me. Remember, I don't always get a notification for Google Classroom if you leave a comment. So make sure that you are sending me an email with any questions that you have. I have a couple of you who don't have your final draft of your writing turned in. So make sure that you get that turned in too, because I'm using that for your grades also. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you later, ladies and gentlemen.